This slick little device might look like a mini PC or even a compact gaming console, but it's not. This is actually a network attached storage device, or a NAS, and it's called the LinkStation N1. In today's video, I'm going to try setting this thing up, even though I have very little experience with NAS systems, so this should be interesting. The LinkStation N1 is a fully SSD based NAS with 6 total drive bays. So this has 4 M.2 NVMe slots and 2 2.5-inch SATA SSD slots. I'm pretty excited to test this out because my current NAS is basically an ancient WD MyCloud with 4 terabytes of storage and let's just say not a whole lot of features. It has served me well over the years, but it's definitely time for an upgrade. Quick disclaimer, Link Plus did send this unit out for review, but I'm not being paid for this video, so all thoughts are my own. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not exactly a NAS expert. This thing runs Unraid, which I've never used before, and it's definitely a little intimidating for a beginner. But we're going to dive in anyway. So my goal is pretty simple. Just get this thing up and running. See if I could set this up as a Plex server on it. And, if you want, you can install TrueNAS on it too. But I'm going to stick with Unraid for now. So let's get into it. As you can see, I got the unboxing started here. This is very compact, much smaller than a traditional NAS, like one that would have a 3.5-inch hard drives or a bunch of 3.5-inch hard drives. It just looks really sleek and really cool. Let's see what else we got in the box here. So we have, let's see, we have a card here with an Unraid key activation license, and it's going to tell you how to activate it. We also have our user manual, always good to have here. And finally, we have our power cord, of course. And it does come with some screws and a screwdriver to install the 2.5-inch SSDs. Now let's take a closer look at this, and in the front of the NAS we can flip down this gray part here, and there's 2 slots for the 2.5-inch SSDs on both sides, and in the middle there is a USB Type-C port as well. Now let's take a look at the back, and in the back we have our audio port, we have HDMI, we have 2 USB 3.0 ports, we have Ethernet, and we have our power. On the back of the N1, we have 2 compartments for the NVMe SSDs, so we could fit a total of 4 NVMe drives in here. Installing the NVMe's require no tools, which is very, very nice touch. I got 2 NVMe drives that I will be installing shortly. All right, let's see how easy this is to get open. All right, and on the back here we have a pad to help keep the drives cool. Just got to remember to peel the sticker off first. All right, now I'm going to be installing 2 terabyte drives to start me out here because I just happen to have these in the office. So I'm just going to pop this open again. And I'm going to be installing the drives in these 2 slots right here. Now, what's cool about this is completely toolless. You're just gonna install the drive like this. See if I get this right. And on the top here, it's like a spring mechanism here to keep the NVMe drive in place. Let's see if I get this. All right, there we go. Nice and easy. Let's get the second one done now. And eventually I do want to put an additional 2 more 2 terabyte drives in here. I might pick some up during Black Friday sales. We'll see. But yeah, as you can see, that's pretty easy. They are in place. They're not going anywhere. And then you just want to peel off this sticker on the cooling pad here and just put it back in place. And with that all set, it's now time to plug this in and power it up and see if I can set up Unraid on this. As I power this on, I did forget to mention the CPU in this. So this has an Intel Celeron N5105 CPU, which has 4 cores. It's also got 16 gigs of RAM. Now I'm going to give this a few minutes to boot up. then head over to my PC to log in and try to set this up. Okay, I'm now at my PC, and what I'm going to do is open up a web browser and go to http colon / tower.local. And this is going to take me to the Unraid screen here for the initial setup. The username is going to be root. The default password is 123456, but I'm going to go ahead and change the password right now since I'm here. And like I said earlier, this does come with an Unraid license, but I'm just going to click on the free trial option for now and enter in that license key number later on. Since I don't have an Unraid account because I never used it before, I need to create an account. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that right now. All right, I created the account. Now all I got to do is just click start trial here. All right, now I am on the dashboard, which is going to provide me all the information about what's going on with the N1. I have the motherboard information here. You can see the Celeron processor and the system memory as well. All the way on the right, you'll see I have the two SSDs that I installed, but they are not assigned yet. And for parity, I don't have a parity disk set up yet. I could use one of the drives I have in there for parity, but I'm not going to do that. Eventually, I'm going to add some more SSDs in here, and I will make one of them a parity drive for backup. Next thing I want to do is change the name of the NAS. So I'm just going to click here. Right now, the name is just set to Tower. I'm just going to change that to something else. And since I changed the name, it looks like I have to re-log back in. Under main here, you see the array, and I don't have anything assigned at the moment. I don't need all these slots, so I'm just going to remove some of them. It's set for 24. Let me just set it down to 8. And that's a little bit more manageable. So now what I'm going to do is assign the two NVMe drives. So I'm just going to drop this down and click one of them for disk 2 or disk 1 and now do disk 2. And then I'm going to scroll down to the bottom and click start to start the array. Now I need to format the drive. So I need to click yes here where it says, yes, I want to do click format, or yes, I want to do it. And then I'm going to click the format button that's on the left here. And it looks like we are good to go. On my PC now, I can see the N1 NAS is there. It's still named Tower for some reason, even though I did change the name of it, but it is still there. So maybe the name will change later on, but it is up and running. Next thing I want to do is add a share. So I'm going to click add share here. I have to name the share. So I'm just going to name it something like, I'm going to name it media because I'm going to put my TV and movies in this folder, in this share for my Plex server. And on the bottom here, all I'm going to click is add share. And then on the bottom here, just click done. And as you can see, that share has been added. And I want to add two separate folders in the share here. I want one that says movies and one for TV for the Plex server. To get the Plex server up and running, we're going to click apps here and click install. And just hit done down here. Read the disclaimer, hit I understand. I understand here. And as you can see, there are a ton of different applications you can install on the N1. So this is really, really cool if you're interested in playing around with any of these things. I definitely want to explore these some more. But for right now, I just want to get the Plex server up and running. And using the search bar, I just typed in Plex. And I'm just going to find the official Plex media server. And then I'm just going to hit install here. All right, for host path 2, I'm just going to put /tmp/. That's for the container path for your transcoding. For host path 3, I'm just going to put my media folder there. So I'm going to hit I'm just going to leave it at the media folder. And here where it says insert token, I have to go to this particular link, this website, and enter in my Plex account and get a token or a code. So it'll link up to my own Plex account. So I'm going to do that right now. That token code has been entered. So now I'm just going to hit apply to start the Plex server. Back on the dashboard, and you can see the Plex Media server is right there. Click on here where it says Web UI. And I'm just going to click that on. And then I'm going to sign into my Plex account. And now I can get started with adding some, some media to the library here. I added 2 movies to the movies share folder, so I'm just going to add that to the library. Browse for media. Just going to find data, and there's the movies folder. I'm going to click that and hit add. And then when you click add to library. All right, and there are our 2 movies. So this was a success. This wasn't too bad to set up. Like I said in the beginning of the video, a little intimidating using Unraid here, but the process was fairly smooth. On my phone now, I just want to show the Plex Media Server, the playback here on my phone real quick. So here I'm choosing It's a Wonderful Life. And there we go, good to go. So using Unraid wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Like I said, I really had no experience with this before. Overall, really happy so far with the LinkStation N1. If you're looking for a NAS, this is definitely one to consider. I know there are a ton of cool apps on this I can use, so I'm excited to keep exploring. Let me know what else I should try on the N1. But that's going to do it for this video. Please hit that like and subscribe button. I would appreciate it. Thanks for watching.